Okay, so I have to. This is my third time restarting. So okay. So we're going back to step number one. You open your worksheet. We're gonna rename the first one. We're gonna rename. We're gonna rename. I'm gonna make these bigger. Sheet number one. We double click on sheet number one on the bottom left. We're gonna rename it Arizona. Press enter. We're gonna rename sheet number two. We're gonna rename it to Washington. Press enter. Now we're gonna click Arizona. We're gonna make Arizona the number one, and we're gonna group it. We're gonna press Control on your keypad and click Washington, so that groups it together. So after that, we're gonna click on cell A1, and we're gonna type in Marisol, desserts and spices. We're going to press enter. We're going to click on A1 and we're going to highlight all the way to F1. We're going to merge and center and we're going to apply the title cell. Apply the title cell. Then we're going to highlight A2 and click and all the way. We're going to highlight all the way to F2. We're going to merge and center and we're going to apply the heading 3 cell. Heading 3. So we're done with step number 3. Step number 4, we're going to calculate the IFS functions. For the first IFS function, we're going to we're going to click on cell C5. We're going to put equals. We're going to type in B5 is greater than 35,000. We're going to put a comma. We're going to it's going to show up 5% with quotation marks. Then we put another comma. That's the first function. So the second function, we're going to type in B5 is greater than 25,000, comma. It's going to show up 4% with quotation marks, not comma. For the last function, we're going to type in B5 is greater than 0, comma. We're going to show 2%. 2%. And we're going to end it with hold on. I don't like. Okay. I'm going to push enter. Oh, okay. So we forgot to add the IFS parentheses. Remember, add IFS at the beginning. So after equal sign, type in IFS and then we press enter and you should get 4%. And we're going to copy that formula all the way down to C8. See how that turns into 5 because it's over 35%. Now for step number 6, step number 5, we're going to highlight D5 and we're going to calculate the bonus. So we're going to multiply B5 times B6. In order to do that, we're going to put equals and we're going to highlight B5 and then we're going to use the asterisk for multiplication. We're going to put it and then we're going to highlight C5. And then after that, we press enter. After we press enter, we're going to copy that formula all the way down and it calculates the bonuses that they're going to receive. So that's step number 5. Step number 6, we are going to click on F5 and we're going to sum all this right here. So on F5, we're going to put sum. We're going to do the sum formula. We're going to type in sum, parentheses. We're going to click on here all the way to E5. And we're going to close it with a parentheses. And we're going to press enter. See how it's summed the whole amount? what we're going to do is now do the same thing for the rest, which is actually, let me double check with my calculator to make sure that is correct. So 31,545 plus 1261.8 plus 3275 equals 3608. Well, that's correct. So that is, we're done with step number 6. Step number 7, we're going to go to row number 9. So we're going to do the first cells for base salary and total compensation. So we're going to do the formula. We're going to do equals sum, and we're going to sum this. We're going to press enter, and we're going to do the same thing for base salary and total compensation. Sum, in order for you not to type it, you can just copy it over here and it does it for you. So now we're gonna calculate, we're gonna apply the accounting number formula. Oh, we're supposed to do that over here too. So we're gonna put equals sum, press enter, and copy it over here. For sales bonus, sales salary, we're gonna apply it now. We're gonna grab sales and then we're gonna put control and grab these 3. Do not grab bonus rate, and we're gonna apply the accounting formula. Okay, for step number 8, we're gonna apply the comma with 2 decimal places to the appropriate cells in rows 6 and 8. So we're gonna grab all these cells and then we're gonna use control and unclick the bonus rate, and we're gonna apply the comma, and it already applies the 2 decimal places for you. And that is step number 8. Now we're gonna apply the total cell style to B9, D9, and F9. B9, D9 through F9. B9, D9, E9, F9. We're gonna apply the total style, which is this one right here. Okay. Now step number 9. Okay, now I'm going to stop there and I'm going to put another recording. We're going to end there for the recording, and I'll start the other recording in a bit.